Bare-Knuckle News fans, Susan Singori backstage with the big winner tonight, Zach Calmus. How are you feeling, buddy?
Best day of my life. I know I said it before, but I'll say it again. Best day of my life, and there must be more than one because it's been a lot of great days since I got involved with the Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship. So just another great day. I'll say it's the best day of my life to have this around my neck and to have won. I did it for Gloucester.
I feel like the first couple of rounds were feeling out for you. Let's talk a little bit about that. It looked to me like it was a slow start, or?
Well, the first 3 rounds, he come out and he had obviously a range on me, my opponent being 6'3", and me being about 6 feet. So me being 6 feet, he had the range advantage. So when I came out and I was coming forward trying to aggress heavy in the pocket, he was using his range fairly well in the first 3 rounds. The jab was there. And I will say Colin McElroy hits hard. So I realized that, and when I was coming in, I was getting hit. So what I did was I decided to slow it down going into the 4th round and really figure out where I could land. And when I slowed it down and started seeing flaws in his technique, and that's when I started to land big punches to the body and head.
Was that the plan all along, though? I mean, it sounds like you made some adjustments during the fight, but was that not the plan all along, to kind of lead in the end of the round with some power punches?
Well, the plan all along was to take my time. With Bobo, I came out and tried to knock him out and flood him. We all saw that fight. Didn't happen. He's a great fighter, and he knew how to deal with that pressure. Kyle tonight, I didn't try to flood him. I learned a lot in Monwabo, Puerto Rico, from Coach Cesar Gonzalez. He taught me everything. Alvin Brito, thank you. Puerto Rico, thank you. I learned how to use my range effectively, and I learned how to take control of the fight by slowing the pace. As you see, I won tonight by decision. So I had a completely different mindset. I was calm, cool, and collected. And that was the main point, and the keys to victory tonight was being calm and being present. Being calm and being present. Being calm and being present, and having my coach, Alex Suplavita of Private Jewels Fitness, by my side, always secured the victory for my Wolfpack.
How important was it, besides having Alvin Brito, who we love, and all the people in Puerto Rico, as we say?
Cesar, Coach Alex Suplavita, I got a lot of great people in my life.
How much of an advantage was it for you to have Chris Big Boy Jensen in your corner, because he had actually fought your opponent before?
Let me tell you something, Susan. The biggest advantage I had tonight was having Chris Big Boy Jensen in that corner, because let me tell you something, he wasn't just in my corner, he was in my head. He taught me how to be calm and present. Those are the keys to victory, meaning that you got to be calm enough to deal with the ups and downs of the fight game, but you got to be present enough to inflict damage.
You know, Zach, you bring up such a good point, because people just look at the sport and they think it's just really a barbaric sport in the beginning. That's one of the reasons why it took us so long to get legalized. But it's not a barbaric sport, it's a strategic sport. So let's talk a little bit more about the mental aspect of it, because you have made some big changes since your last fight.
So the big changes that I've made is that bare knuckle is its own lifestyle. It's not even just a sport, it's a lifestyle. It's hard lifestyle. So everything in your life, you have to live bare knuckle. You can't just fight bare knuckle. You can't just go do a 2-month training camp and live and fight bare knuckle. It's live it, breathe it, die it, all that. So I'm eating, breathing, and sleeping bare knuckle all day, all night, 7 days a week. It's my whole entire life. So the big changes you saw when I come out and fight Bobo, I just tried to throw the whole house at him, and if I got lucky, then that was great, like a barbarian. Tonight, I wanted to showcase my skills. You know, a lot of times I was walking down in the pocket with my hands down, telling him to hit me, because I knew that he couldn't hurt me because he was getting tired. His jab was non-existent after the 3rd round. And after I reassessed the game plan, staying calm and present, I knew the victory was mine when the 4th round started. I looked at my corner, Cesar, and I told him, we just won. We're gonna win. He's done. He's all done. Look at him. And before the fight, I told my corner, Chris Big Boy Jensen, I said, we already won. People are like, what do you mean, Zach, you already won? I'm like, you'll understand. And by the end, you'll understand. I've been telling people all week, all month, all year, I already won. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm not being cocky. I'm not being snappy. I'm not being stupid. I'm being realistic. If you have the right mindset, you fight better.
It looked like, Zach, at the end of the 5th round, you were sort of taunting your opponent. Why?
Well, here's the thing, and it felt really good just to finally say something to him, because Colin McElroy, since he got into the BKFC, he's called me on Facebook video, Instagram video. This is what talent look like. You got big tits. You suck. You can't fight. You can't move. I'm going to knock you out. And I said to him, calm down, because if you come in the BKFC that way, they're going to hurt you, and they're going to hurt you worse. So coincidentally, I was going to the show in Tampa where Chris Big Boy Jensen knocked him out really bad, gave him an L on his head, about 45, 50 stitches. So I tried to tell him to humble down. Even after he insulted me after his time, I said, I'm going to be in Tampa anyway. I'll corner you. He said, you would do that? Because he got kicked out of his gym a week before. So I said, you know what? I'll be there for you. I'll come corner you. He didn't listen. I had Elvin Brito wrap his hands down there in Tampa when he fought Chris Big Boy Jensen, and he got 40 stitches. I took care of him, took care of his wife, took care of his baby, made sure the best things happened for him. And then when we got back to the hotel, he told Nate Shook that I was disrespecting him and talking crap about him, and he blocked me on all social networking platforms. So he's living a lie. He's living a false script, and he's a thespian. Colin McElroy is a thespian. He's an actor. You don't belong in Bare-Knuckle. And the only reason you might come back is to go to sleep again.
Zach Calmus, who do you want next?
I never talked that way until I put his head with 30, 40 stitches. I kept my mouth shut for 9 months. Don't look at me and think I'm not humble. I'm very humble. He's been talking crap to me. He's been trying to fight me in the lobby. I've just been walking by him, staying focused, staying calm, and staying present. Staying calm and staying present. And that brought me the victory. Staying calm and staying present. I didn't let him get to me. I didn't let him rattle me. And when I won, the victory was that much sweeter because I looked him in the face and said, winner! Winner! And his whole face was red. And he's getting about 40 stitches. He's screaming at me. I said, winner!
Speaking of calm and present, you were also quite calm and present yesterday at the weigh-ins, and there was some drama there as well.
At the weigh-ins, we weighed in. He weighed in after he bumped right into me. He said, tomorrow, I'm going to kill you. Everybody's wondering what he said to me at the weigh-in. He got all up on me, Susan, and said, tomorrow, I'm going to kill you. And I said, I turned to Caitlin Bertrand and said, and she was like, she already knew what time it was. Just saying. I got to say one thing is that any man that gets in there and fights bare knuckle is tough. Well, most guys wouldn't do it. Most guys wouldn't do this to pay bills and put food on the table. And Colin McElroy did it. So to this day, even though he's been completely rude to me, disrespectful, I'll say that he showed a lot of heart getting in there and fighting like a man. And hopefully, over the time, his heart could be lightened.
Before we go tonight, Zach Calmus, who do you want next, and anybody you'd like to thank along the way?
I want to thank Bare-Knuckle News. I want to thank you, of course, Miss Susan. You've been there for me since Birmingham. When I fought Bobo, you inspired me. You're talented, you're beautiful, and you're so great for this sport that I can't say enough good things. I really can't put what you do to words. So
it's not about me.
It is, though. It's about us, because Bare-Knuckle is a family. And after what I was yelling at the crowd was, we won, we did it, meaning that we did it together. It takes a village to raise a warrior. I don't do this alone. Yeah, I'm alone when I'm in there, but I'm not really alone. So I want to thank Coach Alex at Private Jewels Fitness. I want to thank Caesar, Coach Caesar, Alvin Brito. I want to thank Manwabo, Puerto Rico. Hey, from Gloucester to Manwabo, Puerto Rico. Without Manwabo, Puerto Rico, the victory wouldn't have been as easy. They made it easy for me with the skills they gave me. I want to thank Coach Alex. You're like a father to me. You've been there from the start of my boxing. I wouldn't be alive without you. I want to thank my girlfriend. I love you. I love everything about you. I want to thank Coach Caesar, Coach Alex, and Coach Chris Big Boy Jensen for having my back. And I want to thank God always. God first. God first. Also, I want to shout out Britton O'Bannon, Bobo O'Bannon. You're two of my favorite people. Bucal Management. After this interview, I'm going to go give you a call right away, because without you, there wouldn't be a Zach. Without a Bobo, there wouldn't be a Zach. Without a Bucal Management, I wouldn't have done so well tonight. It's those special people that created me.
Zach, an honor and a pleasure. The new calm in prison, Zach Calmus. Before we go, we're going to say one thing to our fans. I'm Susan Singari.
And Zach Calmus.
And no one beats us to the punch.